Welcome to Be Inspired to Be Inspired, where everything behind you is why you are here today. Thank you and welcome to another moment in time on Be Inspired to Be Inspired. I have the lovely Lachelle L. with us today, and boy, is she bringing the light of inspiration. She has a story to tell, and I thank you for being here to tell that story. The topic of the day is Death Freed Me. And boy, does that have something strong to say. So, Miss Lachelle L., welcome. I would like to...
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. I would like to put the first question out there, and that is, tell us a little bit about yourself. And let us know how you handle grief and pain.
All right, I am Tanya Lachelle L. My ex-relation name, or people know me as Tanya Day, and I am a widow of 6 years. And so my beautiful sister, Unica, asked me to come on her channel and inspire other people who may have gone through grief as well as I have. And I have to say, in the beginning, I was in denial. But each day I tried to get through, basically by just doing what I needed to do. I have always been a go-getter. But at the time of my husband's death, which was 6 years ago, April 25th to be exact, 2016, I took it, again, in denial, as a sense. Didn't really believe that it was happening. I wake up and think I was seeing, and that wasn't the case. But long story short, I would have to say that I managed through, just with our children being in the home with us at the time. I tried to give them comfort, as well as, again, just moving on and doing what I needed to do to get through. But honestly, I just think I dealt with the grief by keeping myself busy. Again, going on with what I needed to go on with. My daughter was in high school at the time, and so got through with that and her graduating and everything. And
so
moving forward, and here I am today.
All right.
It freed me.
Yeah.
In a sense.
So what keeps you inspired to, plant your feet every morning, every day, since, knowing that when you wake up, that person that's been there for over 20 some odd years is no longer there. Despite it all, that person is no longer there. What inspires you to keep going in life?
Learning who I am. Being married for the 29 years, I was pretty much in his shadow. Everybody knew me through his name. Didn't really know me as a person, but just knowing that I was his significant other. But what's keeping me inspired is to know myself, to getting to know who I am as a person, what I inspire to and love to do on a daily basis, which is to read. Again, I self-law and master. I need to know myself. And just reading several books to get me to that point. So inspiration of knowing myself. That way I could be a better assistance to my children and others.
Awesome. And oftentimes, when we celebrate life of someone that we've lost, that time comes where you're, finding yourself at the repast, and you're finding yourself, after repast, celebrating that person's life. Everybody is around you. But, what a lot of us fail to realize is when no one else is around, and I hate to say, the excitement is over. How do you handle that? How did you handle that when everybody was gone?
Again, by just basically keeping myself busy. Again, a lot of reading. I was still working 3 jobs, so I ended up taking on several different positions.
And would you say you're working these 3 jobs not because you have to, but because it keeps you mentally sane?
I would say both.
Okay.
Both. By me constantly doing, I think that it keeps me mentally sane, knowing that needs to be done, that needs to be done, and as well as this need to be paid, that need to be paid. So
okay,
both.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, staying inspired throughout all the trials and tribulations, throughout losing your husband, now there's an empty nest because all the kids are older and doing their own thing, living their own lives. How is Lachelle L. living life? I mean, what makes you happy? What keeps you thriving? What brings you joy?
I've always loved to help others. That in itself brings me joy. Meditating brings me joy. Being in a peace of mind. It brings me joy in that sense. Just knowing that I can wake up and there's people that, I know and love, and call them up and see how they're doing, and vice versa. They're seeing, checking on me as well. So, and you as well, sis. I mean, you're an inspiration as well. Always been there for me, uplifting in all types of ways. So, highly appreciate it.
And I appreciate you, most definitely. So, I'm happy to see you smile. So, you keep smiling for sure. For sure, keep smiling.
Thank you.
But I would like to, inquire. For these last 6 years, would you say that there's been a lot of resources out there in the community to help people who have lost loved ones?
Me personally, I'm not familiar with it. I mean, the Social Security gave me all of $255, so that's not a lot. So in that regard, as far as assistance from government or whoever, no, or any type of community outreach. Me personally, I don't know of any. I didn't reach out to any, so I really can't.
So let me ask you,
other than the $255 now.
In regards to I was speaking more so in regards to resources like counseling, support groups, things of such. But that's good to know for someone who may, need to know that. And a lot of times I think that, when we go through these things, it's unexpected a lot of times. Even when it is expected, we don't plan. We don't plan. We don't
No.
seek out help when help may be available. I think that we have a stigma on, well, if I go get this counseling, somebody gonna think I'm crazy. I got this. I can, I got this.
Yeah.
I can hold my own.
Yeah.
Um,
And definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, in regards to resources, counseling, and things of such, would you say that you chose not to seek that out because of, you've just been managing, you've been dealing?
Yes.
Because that's just who you are?
Exactly. That's definitely who I am. I wouldn't be one who would go seeking for counseling. To say it's necessary, my sister has been saying to me lately that I should seek out for counseling in regards to what I went through. And so it's necessary. Me personally, I didn't do it.
Okay. And I'm hoping
it's necessary that I
and it's okay. Because the more we talk about it, the more we understand that it's okay to release to someone else that we can trust. And I know that it's hard to trust people in the community that says, hey, I have a support group, I have this, I have that, if it's there. So I understand that, but I'm hoping that trust is installed in wherever you may seek to go, if you choose to do that. But I cannot thank you enough for taking the time to share your story, because again, everybody has a story to tell. Because you're brave to be here today to share that story. And I hope that it brings you some type of release for that next moment.
It does.
I'm not even going to say the next step, because that's far. I'm saying the next moment for you. Because, every moment is like, how could I put this? It's so precious. And I'm just happy that we could share this genuine moment in time together, and with a lot of other people who are right there where you are today. And they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue how to express how they feel, or they don't know where to turn. And then sometimes, I'm finding out that there's nowhere in the community, if they did want somewhere, to turn somewhere, that there's nowhere to go. So I'm hoping that, someone hears this and want to bring resources to different communities for people with disadvantages. Because, when I say people with disadvantages, meaning people of color, because it seems to be that, we're the ones that, have the stigma. We're the ones. We're the ones, according to a study published in the Journal of Death and Dying, we're the ones that suffer from a prolonged grief because of the stigmas that we have. And I hope that we break that. I hope that we truly can break that. But
generational curses, and
So
I agree.
Forever and always, I will be here for you. And I thank you, and I hope that you will be on again. And I'm hoping that we continue to inspire. And always know, be inspired to be inspired. Keep putting your feet on the floor.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
You take care, and we will talk again very soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace and love.
You.